It's a rainy night coming late out of the dojo. No lights, dark out on the parking lot. Looking for my car, thought I left it here before. Got a feeling that something ain't right. Moving shadows, hear the sound of 2 feet. See my car, where my keys, kinda getting spooky. Oh God, now it's coming from behind. My cell is gone dead as I slowly turn around and go, oh, suddenly monsters all around me.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Stranger Files, and as you can see right here, Cody's really not handling this well. Cody has got some intense survivor's guilt right now. All he can do is literally just cry. He can't do anything. Once like everything happened, he just went over to Aries and he just said, just like, Audrina got killed by the monster, I don't know what to do, I'm freaking out, I'm kind of just like, he's not handling it. Aries is just like, dude, just stay here for as long as you need. Just stay here for as long as you need. And he is, as you can see, he's not gone into work. He's not gone into work. He should be at work, but he's just doesn't want to go. And he's just sort of staying here. Literally all he can do is cry. Is all he can do. He really needs, like, because he needs to start crafting the vaccines and he needs to get back at the mother plant, but he's just not in the right headspace for it, and he just can't handle it. And do you know what, it sucks. And yes, there is a selfie of Cody on the wall here, but we're not gonna focus on that. We're focusing on the big thing, which is Cody really can't handle Audrina's death, and he's feeling immense guilt because he blames himself mostly for it. He blames himself because, like, she said she had to come along because her commanding officer told her to check out the base, or check out the lab. She went down into the basement with them. Cody said, I really don't think you should be, trying to provoke this big old monster that we found. And, he feel like he didn't do enough to stop her, or that he just didn't stop her in general. That's what he's feeling mostly right now, is that he just feels like he didn't do enough. And it must absolutely suck, because look at, he's so sad that he literally can't do anything with Aries. Just any romantic things are all locked off. Can't even ask him to be official. Everything's just all locked off. Can't even do a hookup. That's how, sad he is. He can still, try and flirt, do gloomy compliments, but that's just it. It's all he could do, and he's just I'm so freaking sad. I mean, just try and just give yourself a pep talk. Cry. See, just crying. I don't think crying is literally, an option. I wish it was. And all he could do is just stay here and just try and deal with his grief. I mean, Aries is being a bro, though. He just seems to have stayed in his pajamas all day. He's just stayed in his pajamas all day. Just if you're not going into work, I'm not going into work. I'm going to be here for you. If you need to chat, if you need to cry, if you just need to cuddle, he'll do it all. He'll do it all. They have been watching movies just to try, but even, he can't even do any, hugs. He can ask for advice. Call sadness hotlines, just do anything just to get his sadness down. But he can't even goof around, the classic Cody. Can't even do that. I feel so bad for him. He wanted to solve a mystery, and trying to solve that mystery has just got one of his friends killed. Casey seems to be handling things, but Cody is just a mess right now. I think it's because Seb and Casey have grieved. They've grieved, but Cody just can't be dealing. He just can't be dealing, and all he can do is just cry. And I'm gonna let him cry for as long as he needs to. Poor Cody. He's just dealing with so much. He can't stop, with the teary eyes. Do you know what? It breaks my heart. But look who's coming around to talk some sense into him. I mean, she's also very sad. But she's at least going to try and snap Cody out of this sort of slump. And just be like, look, it sucks what happened to Audrina. Like, it really sucks. But we can't let this stop us. We know what's in the lab, and now we have to go and kill it, and stop it, and just fix everything. It sucks, but we have to do something. He's just like, but I just feel so helpless because we didn't stop her. She's like, we didn't stop her. Yeah, she went and tried to fight the monster by herself. We tried, was the thing. We told her not to go near it, but she didn't listen to us. Just don't blame yourself, okay? And he's like, how can I not blame myself? We got our friend killed. She's like, we did not do anything wrong. She had to come to the lab anyway. She followed us down to the basement. She knew what the risks was, and she tried to fight it, but we can't blame ourselves at the end of the day. It sucks, but we can't just wallow in self-pity, okay? We have to be strong for her, and we have to stop this monster, okay? It's like, I guess. She's like, look, your daughter misses you. She's been really sad missing you right now. You need to come home and be there for her, okay? He's like, do I have to be there for her? She's like, you can't stop being a father and a mystery solver just because of one little thing. Now, please, just come home with me, okay? He's like, okay, fine. She's like, please, just come home. We need to save the town before, anyone else dies. Think of this as, as our moment, okay? And he's like, I guess. It's a shame you can't tell someone they're leaving. You might have to literally wake them up and just say, I'm heading on home. That'll have to be the idea. Casey's heading on home. And yeah, I think it's time that Cody does as well. He's just like, look, I'm gonna go home. I have to be with my daughter and I've got to fix this situation. I'll give you a call when I'm feeling better, okay? And he's like, please do. I worry about you and I've been really concerned for you. Okay, and he's like, I'll be fine, I'll be strong. Just hold on, okay? I'll be back soon. This is a very sad household. Doesn't help that Seb's also sick and is deciding to grill bananas. Outside, Casey is on a computer. She's just getting work done as much as she can, and Cody is back. And he's in a bad way, cause Audrina, she's here. Wish she were here. Oh god. Caps locks. Audrina McAdams. She died a hero. And she was a hero. And poor Cody. He's just... He knows what he has to do. He needs to start crafting the vaccines. Can he do that here? Or does he have to go to the lab to do it? He has to go to the lab to do it. He and Casey have to start crafting vaccines. They have to vaccinate 3 Sims. They're going to need to make a lot of vaccines because they also need to use them as hand grenades. And all these plants need nurturing because we're also going to need to have all these fruits. All the fruits. Also, nurturing a plant might help him. Make him feel a little bit better. But as you can see, the world has just gotten much worse. It's gotten a hell of a lot worse now. There's plants everywhere. There's plants everywhere, and they all need to be stopped. This whole thing just needs to be stopped. And Cody and Casey are the only ones who can do this, and they need to recruit people for their team as well. So Cody's definitely going to be recruiting Seb into his team, and Aries. He needs, like, Erwin as well. Casey is going to need to, like, recruit Logan, possibly a couple other people. She might actually have to go to Logan and ask for the Helios crew's help. She might need to. But as you can see, this is a sad household. This is a very sad household. But they have a job to do. Cody's got a job to do. He needs to save the rest of the town. Also, you really gotta stop leaving the bananas on the ground. Sebi. The awkward silence between them as they just eat dinner, just being like, well, we know what we have to do, right? And he's like, yeah, I guess we do. Come on. Let's head to the lab. I have enough spores that I might be able to craft a few vaccines, but you're gonna need to scan for more. It's like, yeah. Alright, they're here at the lab. Cody is probably just gonna pee first because he really needs it. And Casey, I'm just gonna have her scan around for spores because she needs to collect a few more. And you can see it's getting a lot worse now. It's getting a lot worse. Plants have started, more plants are popping up. Some haven't sprouted, others haven't produced fruit, others haven't produced fruit. But also, lightning. And it's also the last day of summer as well. A sad one. But they probably should be thankful for the fact that they survived. And well, just remember Audrina. And have Cody open up the door so you can start using his so you can start crafting vaccines whilst Casey scans. You're in a good mood though. Toddler got a skills level 3 or 5. He's still super sad though. He's got 4 days and 15 hours, so hopefully they'll go away soon. She's got 13 and 5 days, so a little bit more for her, but just pick up all the little clusters you found. And oh, that colour scheme then. Nice, but also kind of weird. I think there might be enough for you. You need like 5 clusters and 1 fruit to make a vaccine. So, time to start crafting experimental vaccines. Cody, where are you going? Come on, Cody, you've got experimental vaccines to craft. Oh, God. Vines in the toilet. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. They're not even in their espionage outfits. They're just too depressed. It's just, I don't care if anyone from the military comes and finds us here and identifies us. This place just sucks right now. That stupid plant in the basement killed our best friend. And it did. And I can hear it in here. I can hear it in here. It deserves to die for what it did. Alright, let's get some experimental vaccines crafted. They gotta vaccinate 3 Sims successfully. So they're gonna have to try them out on each other first. Yeah, they gotta vaccinate 3 Sims. And use it on other people. But they gotta make loads of experimental vaccines. They're just both very sad. They're just like, is this even worth it now? Is this even worth what we're doing? Are you sure this is even gonna work? And he's just like, you told me to buckle up and, you know, stop moping at Aries' house, and I'm here now helping. So, you know, if you're gonna also just start taking back everything you said, then what's the point of you being here helping? She's like, I know, it's just, this place just, I really don't like it. I really don't like it. This place was fun and exciting at first, but now that someone we know's died here, it's not the same anymore. He's like, yeah, well, that's kind of life. You remember the meat scandal? Do you remember all the problems that caused for us? He's like, we were looking to see if the cafeteria really was giving us expired meat for lunch, and it turns out they was. Do you know how many people we saved from food poisoning when we exposed that story? He's like, yeah, that was pretty good. The school board, man, I think they fired almost everyone and brought in all new people. She's like, well, they should have done that a long time ago. Okay, they've successfully crafted an experimental vaccine.
or Batani.
Test this on possessed Sims.
Crunching Navazel.
Alright, make a few more. Just make enough experimental vaccines. I know you're tired, but we gotta make all the vaccines we need until we run out of stuff. Then we're gonna start testing them on people in town. Cody, no, you're not going anywhere. You can't, there's no time for coffee. We got experimental vaccines to make. Then we gotta test them out on people. The first thing I think you guys should do is eat a fruit each and then test out your experimental vaccines on each other. That might be... It sounds dangerous, but it is probably going to be the best, like, idea for them. He's like, alright, first we got to test these in a controlled environment. Let's start with us first. I'll eat a fruit, I'll go nutsoid, you throw one of your vaccines on me and see the reaction, and then I'll do the same for you, okay? She's like, well, it's an idea. Not sure how safe that is, and it's like, we do even stranger stuff at the lab. Anyway, you know, we have to do certain experiments where we have to try and make sure that what we're about to ingest doesn't kill us. And if it does cause significant damage to our internal organs, well, then, you know, we just have to accept that. She's like, what the hell kind of experiments are you guys doing at the lab? And it's like, unethical ones. Right, she's made another experimental vaccine. Alright, Casey, you finished your first one, so you get the first one tried. She's like, alright, here goes. Let me know how badly this goes. He's like, man, I hate that transformation. It's really, really creepy. He's like, alright, before you go anywhere, Casey, hold still.
Derpna. Dornay.
Oh, Hamadi. Oh.
I don't think it worked. He's like, well, this is not good. She's gonna be like this for a few hours. Oh god, the teary eyes make it even worse because she's been crying. And Cody is just passed out from just pure tiredness. Think gonna have to when he gets up in a second, I'm gonna have him eat fruit. It's a bad idea for them to eat the fruits, but honestly it gets their needs up. It gets their needs up. He's just like, well, down the hatch. These things taste really good, so why on earth did they make me feel like that? There you go, guys. Nightmare fuel for you guys. Cody being possessed. At least communicate. At least just have them just chat with each other for now, just until it all goes away. I mean, Cody's doing this for science, but this is really funny, just the way they walk. They should have the infected trait on them now, because they've both eaten the fruits. I just love this, because it's just funny the way they act. It's like a pair of human puppets. Just like, is this how you make humans walk? She's just going for a wander, but she's almost out of possessed time. She's just like, I'm gonna go and talk to the plant and see what the plant is telling me. Oh. Oh. That's awful. I'm never doing that again. Oh man. Alright. Cody's wandering around, so you need to test your experimental vaccine on him next. And then Seb can be one of your guinea pigs as well when you get back. So you need to vaccinate 3 Sims officially, but for now they're just testing out the experimental vaccines. Good thing they're using each other as control methods. For now. He's there just for like, this is all weird. She's like, Cody. Hold still. don't think it worked.
Oh. Oh. Blech. Ugh.
Now he wants to stare blankly at the fridge. Just, what's a fridge? She's just like, I'm so depressed right now, but this is too funny not to watch. She's just following him to make sure he doesn't hurt himself. Because I feel like when you're in a possessed state, you've got to make sure they don't hurt themselves. I mean, he's kind of just wandering along. Just wandering along, just being like, oh, what's this? Oh, God. And he's back. He's like, oh, it still hurts. Why the hell am I staring at a fridge? Just go back and be like, Casey, how much time have we lost? She's like, about 3 hours. We lost about 3 hours, but the experimental vaccines we tried on each other, I don't think they worked very well. And he's like, yeah, I don't think they worked either. Who wants to test it on Seb when we get back? She's like, not me. You can make him eat one of the fruits, and I will just watch and observe. Okay, and he's like, fair enough. Romance festival's on in town. That's great, but everyone's too depressed to even think about going. Alright, Cody is here. Just like, Seb, we've made a bit of a breakthrough. Who's calling Seb, inviting him out? Oh, it's just Micah. Being like, hey, the bros should all meet up. It's been a while. But Cody is like, we've kind of made a breakthrough in mystery solving, but we need your help. Can you please just eat one of these fruits for us? All you gotta do is just eat it, and then we'll sort of record the results and see if we need to alter these vaccines a little bit that we've made. He's like, oh, I feel awful, but if it makes me feel better, then I guess I'll do it for science, Cody. He's like, alright, I'm eating the fruit. How bad is this gonna be? And Seb's just like, oh, this is not good. Yeah, remember when Seb got possessed in the original Strange Stories? He's still sick, though. He's still sick, though. Okay. Try and test out the vaccine. And see just what happens. I know he's contagious. Did that work? No, I don't think it did.
Shep, Sim. Oh, front of McCoy.
Although I don't think the mother understands what grief is. Yeah, it didn't do much. Who's calling you? Aries wants... I heard you were kind of down lately. Throwing petals at the Romance Festival might just be the pickup you need. How about it? Oh, I'd love to, Aries, but... You know, we've got people to... The kids are just driving me nuts right now. We got another person we can test our experimental vaccine on, because then we got to make a load more. Can you make them here? Please tell me you can make them here, because I don't have to keep going back to the lab every time. No, you do have to go back to the lab every time to make them. But try your final vaccine on this person. Don't know why they're leaving. Cool, they've just left. Alright, let's try it on this person. Because they are walking right along right now. Cody's just like, right, another possessed person. Let's see if I can get this vaccine to work, because my god. You ignore being thankful from being a klepto? That's an interesting thing.
Yes. It's now.
Nay, get no. Oh.
Haha. Okay, makes him pass out. But we've got it. We have got the vaccine, so now we can start making more, and Casey's gonna need to just just use her last 2 on people. So use it on this person and then any other person we find. And then we're gonna have to start recruiting people. Seb's possessed, so he's just gonna be wandering around for a while. Where is he right now? He's just off for a wander. He's just off for a wander over yonder. I think they'd have to vaccinate themselves. Yeah, they got to vaccinate themselves as well. Thought we did that on her. For some reason, she's still wandering around. Oh wait, she's not. We figured out the vaccine, but we haven't officially done the thing yet. Cool. Let's try it on this person again, because she clearly went insane again. Poor Lacey. She's just had like 2 vaccine things thrown in her face today. That probably did not help. Oh, sent them off to sleep again. Try this person as well. Because good lord, the spores that are making my frame rate just die. Come on. I know you're sad, but one more person, and you know this person really needs it because they just always look kind of terrible. There we go. Haha. Alright. Now they've got to start making the infection vaccines. That's not good. Now they're going to start making the infection vaccines, and I'm going to leave this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching. In the next episode, it should be crunch time to start fighting the mother plant. So I'll see you guys all then. Bye bye now.
Go to the deep end. I just wanna go to the deepest end. No planning, no stress, and no work, no trying to fix what we are. Just go to the deepest end. I never got to let loose, hanging out with you. You toss and you turn our love into a stiff statue. My brain was having enough, like my thoughts just stopped. Now all I think of is leaving this bad old spot. I'm ready to face my fears, I'm ready to taste the weird. I just wanna walk the hills above. My ordinary life, I could let it burn. 'Cause I just wanna go